All right. What we're doing is we're hiking in. Look at how beautiful that is. To some secluded small rivers up in northern Minnesota. And we're just going to be doing some bank fishing with some spinning gear for some smallmouth. Just going to explore some new waters and see how it goes. Should be fun. We're just going to be throwing some plastics and hopefully find some old red eyes. Can't wait, I'm excited. All right, well, it's overcast today too. It's like a real heavy overcast. It's been kind of raining off and on all morning on the drive, but I typically like overcast days for this type of fishing a little bit better. It seems like the fish aren't relating so tightly to cover, and they're kind of out, you know, and cruising around a little bit more, so you don't have to fish, especially when you're fishing new waters and you don't really know where exactly what is what. But so I don't know, we're just going to keep going and keep buzzing different spots. It's, like I said, as long as the rain holds out, it's a perfect day for this. Okay, something here, like what I look for when I'm fishing these little rivers like this. If you look at this shoreline, it goes, and then there's a point right there, and then goes back that way. These little points like this are key. Fish them and cover them thoroughly all the way around it. Usually there's an eddy behind it, down the down current side of it, and sometimes there's even an eddy in the front side of it. And then fish out all along the point, because those fish will sit there and ambush anything coming down the main current, and they'll also sit anything that pools up behind the point in the eddy. A lot of bait fish and things like that seek refuge in that calmer water. So just something really key. I mean, it could be super subtle, just fish the heck out of it, and you'd be surprised how many fish are sitting in those little shoreline points. But we're gonna keep moving down and keep fishing different structure and little pockets and pools. I had that little pike, and then I had another pretty solid fish on after that. I'm guessing that one was a smallmouth, our target fish, but we're just starting, so that's a good sign. That right there, that is what we came here for. Northern Minnesota, these orange iron waters, and feisty smallmouth. What a beautiful fish. What a tank. Look at that. Just an absolute beauty. And that just goes to show you right there. I fished this little pool right here for, you know, over a dozen casts before I got this fish to hit. And you just got to fan cast these pools and just try to aggravate them enough, and you'll get bit. We're gonna keep moving on and keep fishing a bunch of these pools. You just never know. You never know where these fish are gonna be hiding. You could be catching nothing, just kind of like we have been, and all of a sudden you hit one spot where fish are pooled up because there's bait fish in there or whatever. But this is the result of being persistent. Just beautiful, beautiful smallmouth. Look at that. I love it. All right, another little something when you're doing this kind of fishing and you're out in the wilderness like this. I've had some rain and the bugs are just terrible. You probably see me swatting them and everything. The mosquitoes and gnats are nuts. Ticks are really starting to come out. So bug spray is key. Don't spray it around. Don't spray it around your cameras if you're filming, or your glasses. Take your glasses off. And I bring it with me because it's really hot and humid right now, and you're gonna sweat a lot of it off. And once you start sweating it off, I like to reapplicate and keep fishing. It'll keep you out in the woods and on the water a lot longer if you just you bring some refreshener. First little cast down there, toothy critter just bit me right off. Bet you it was a pike. Could have been a walleye, but I bet it was a pike. I'm gonna retie and try to catch him. As long as I'm retying here, I'll show you what I'm using. Just swim baits. You'll see me use paddle tail swim baits in all different forms. It is, to me, one of the best, most versatile baits there is. You can fish them like crankbaits, like jerk baits. You can bounce them, drag them, swim them. It's unbelievable what you can do. You can adapt to any situation, and especially for river fishing, it's huge. And I just use a regular old, plain old jig head and pair it up with whatever bait. I like to use a little bit brighter colors in this iron stained water, and that's it, man. It's just tons of action, super versatile, catches a ton of fish. No! No! Big musky. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Oh, I had him on too long. He ain't gonna bite again. It honestly looked like a tiger. God, what a bummer. Retied again. We'll try it again. I mean, it just hit the water and he hit it. Like I said, I fought him for, well, you saw it, quite a while, and I should have just opened the bail and let him free spool down the current, but there's so much current here, and it was a big fish. Like, that was a fish of a lifetime on 6-pound test out in the middle of nowhere here. And on film, so bummed out. The big fish out. Doesn't always get away, but that one did. So bummed out, man. I really wanted to see it. I got a really good look at it. I'm pretty sure it was a tiger. It was just, I mean, it was a big fish. But I couldn't see the bait at all, so I know it had completely inhaled it, and they'll cut it off if you put too much pressure on it. And he went down at the current, and I couldn't get, there's just too much tension, and he made a big run, and bing, popped me off. Little 6-pound mono, but we're gonna keep fishing. Three times! I cannot believe that fish bit again. Barely put any pressure on him and he just boing! God, I wish I had some heavier stuff. It's personal. My heart is broken. Three times I broke off on that fish. 3 times he bit it. Oh, that'll be a fish story for the rest of my life. I really wish I could have landed him. Had some great pictures and some great video of that fish. Oh, bummer. He's just a baby. Look at that fish. How gorgeous is that? The gold on these northern fish is amazing. Look at the coloring. Look at that, he just devoured the bait, too. Absolutely beautiful. It's just a testament to these small rivers, you know, you never know. You never know what you're gonna run into. Our target species was smallmouth, and fishing's been really tough. I don't know if that's we can attribute that to the unstable weather or what it is, but it hasn't been great. We got, you know, some smaller fish, that musky, that'll haunt me forever. We got a nice smallie and this beautiful walleye. But I'm gonna keep fishing for a little while here and see how the rest of it goes. But I think that's about it for me today. If you guys would, please subscribe and like the video. Let me know if there's anything you wanna see. But I'm gonna get this fish back and we're gonna keep fishing. Unreal. Baby rock bass. I'm just kind of wiggling my way back to the vehicle, and I thought to myself, you know, that was a pretty cool day. It's a 5 species day, well, almost. Caught that pike right away, that little tiny pike right off the bat. Smallmouth, had that musky 3 times, and a walleye, and then a little rock bass. I don't know, that's pretty awesome. But anyways, see you on the next one. What the just already. This is stupid. I don't know what to say. Finally the fish holds still and I sound like an idiot. Unreal.